Hi, I'm Todd Rosenbluth, Head of Research, and we're here at the Exchange Conference. Over 2,000 people registered, but one of them is Michael Lane of iShares. I'm so excited to have you here. Let's talk about what you're seeing, what trends are happening in the ETF Marketplace.
Well, it's great to be here, Todd, and it does feel a little bit like Times Square, standing here with all the lights around us. The trends that we're seeing, we're focused really in on the fixed income side, because we haven't been focused on fixed income for quite a while, with yields in the single digits in the short end and in the 100+ range in the longer end. In the past, everybody was talking about the death of 60-40. Nobody wanted to buy fixed income. It was the boring area. Now it's where everybody's talking about. You got yields on short-term duration credit with the 4.5% to 5% range. You've got longer duration credit in the 7% range, if you take some credit risk. So the fixed income is really where we're seeing a lot of the discussion taking place.
And are you seeing that advisors are rotating? Is there money in motion now that the Fed is perhaps slowing down and maybe even stopping at some point the pace of rate hikes?
It's a great question, because we are seeing some that are taking advantage of the fact that you can still get a really high yield on the short end. And so for shorter term money, we're seeing a lot of money going to things like SHV and iCash, where you have very little interest rate risk because your duration is so short, but you're able to generate that 4.5 to 5. But we are seeing people starting to extend the duration a bit, where they think that there's an opportunity to capture a longer term 4+, 5+% yield. So we are starting to see that rotation, a little bit more duration taking place. Some people are taking a little bit more credit risk. So we are starting to see that.
Do you think advisors understand and appreciate what those risks that they're taking are?
Actually, it's a great question, because I'm not sure everybody understands interest rate risk and duration. Like, a lot of people went into TIPS over the last couple of years, and they couldn't figure out why TIPS didn't have a total return that was positive with inflation being so high. Well, if your duration's a 6 and interest rates pop by 200 basis points, you're losing 12.
Right.
So if the TIP yield brings you up to 8%, you're still losing money. And so that duration interest rate risk, I still don't think everybody fully grasps the enormity of it when you extend the duration. But with this, it seems like we're in this range, this sort of holding range of rates, where taking that duration risk, I think people are probably going to get rewarded. But new information will come into the market tomorrow, and we'll see what happens.
Well, we're big believers at VettaFi about advisor education. I know you are as well. You actually have a program and a series called Ask Dad that helps to educate people, even your kids, about that. You want to do a brief moment on that?
Oh, sure, I'd love to. Yeah, it's called Hey Dad.
Oh, Hey Dad, I'm sorry.
Exactly. No, but Ask Dad, Hey Dad, they're all the same. It's a great series, and I have the opportunity to do it with my kids. I've recorded one with my 20-year-old, one with my 24-year-old, and my 27-year-old daughter will be next. My two boys have already done it with. And it's an opportunity, and quite frankly, I'm stunned at what I learned from those interviews. We'll have a camera crew, the film's rolling, and I'll learn so much from having that conversation with my kids about things I didn't know they were investing in, things that they had already set up their own accounts, like I didn't even know, which we had to do some work on from a compliance perspective. And so there's all this information that we really need to grasp and learn from our kids that we're not getting, and that's what Hey Dad's all about, is kind of showing you how to have that conversation with your kids.
Thanks for joining us here at Exchange. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.